Hey guys, this is the Gaming Robot and welcome to another video on the channel and welcome to a new game on the channel as well. We are playing Roblox, and within Roblox we are playing a sub-game called Streamlined Alpha. Just right off the bat, the game does cost 50 Robux for early access. It is in alpha. Let's have a look at the description. The Streamlined is a Dutch railway game based in the 1950s, so that's that's steam and first generation diesels, probably, with a variety of engines to drive, a conscious creator for your own train, so you can customize whatever your train is, and a large selection of routes to enjoy. The game's been in development for over 2 years. It released on May the 29th, so this is about... I'm recording this about a month after it released. So let us get into the game. Let's open Roblox, that would probably be a good idea. And let's try and make sure that I don't make the same mistake that I did last time, and we will just switch over to this and get rid of that, and nope, not that button, that button, there we go. That's the right button. We got a button. Buttony buttons. Alright, and it will take us a bit to load in. There we go. This is a nice way to do it. Once it loads, hang on, give it a sec. There it is. This is a really nice way to do a loading screen, I have to admit. I like it, to be honest. So we will simply just be playing the game. My mouse will continue moving around with the wheel for no apparent reason. And we spawned in. Okay, let's get rid of the chat because you can't trust many people in Roblox, except those your friends. We have spawned in, where are we? We are in... that's not it. One sec. We are in... not there. We are in Zand. Up to Z. That's probably a poor pronunciation. Don't mind my avatar. And I redesigned it from the last Roblox video. This looks to be the avatar pedestal. The developer pedestal, sorry. I've got avatar on the brain. Oh, look at this guy. Which is just representations of all the developers who have helped make this game possible, by the looks of it. There's also something interesting over here, which I found recently through playing. We have what I think maybe a nod to some other developers of other train-related games, not particularly Continental. These are two of the developers from Grand Continental Railways, which is based mostly, I think, in Scotland. So it's all British locomotives, or British rolling stock, call it what you will. But we have the Monster RB here, and we have Jensen with a lovely hat and the pop-out eyes. Anywho, let's run back because we are speed. I also realized I should probably apply some game audio. Look at this quality gameplay right here. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's spawn a train. Got some nice background music. So you got a mixture of steam and diesel. So you got we got our recognizable Hunslet manufacturer. This is a Hunslet Saddle Tank Authority. It's named as class NS 8800. So that's 8,800. I'm not sure if they do it in single digits. So we got steam, got all of the steam. What's the highest? Level 17. That's freight and does 65 miles an hour. 13 wagons, nice. We got some diesels. We got 160, 2,000, 2,400, 2,530, 2,200, which has a capacity of 16 wagons. No wonder that's a good thing. 11 wagons, 14 wagons. So this is your grind loco with that amount of speed and yeah, I should go drive it. I like it how they've got a picture of the loco either in action or just in real life. This looks wait, not that one. This one looks oddly similar to a Class 15 in my opinion. Anywho, enough rambling. Let us get on with it. Okay, we have a lot of options: ores, construction materials, livestock, vehicles, refrigerated goods, chemicals, grain, food special. I need one of these. Can I get one of these? I cannot. Okay, let's go to ores. Let's get our 25-ton covered hop wagons. Let's get around about like 10 of those. There we go. and you can see your wagons are up here and your lamps over here, your levels and your gold are over here, and your cargo type is there. Let's press continue. Dokmuiden to Helmelo. An estimated duration of 9 minutes. Mountain stops 2, so it should be a simple there and back. He hopes. Oh, right into the engine. Nice model. Looks really good, even on the turntable. Alright, we have a right of way. We have our spammable horn, so expect that. Let's see, what are my general opinions of this game? I think I personally enjoy this game, even though it's not British. I think the fact that it's Steam and first generation diesels does well for me. But it's pretty good. It does get a bit repetitive, especially when you're on the grind, because there are like two types of players to this game. There are those who will spawn in a nice long train of mixed goods, or mixed passenger services, and role play along the lines, obeying every signal and every speed limit, whistling at every stop and all that sort of stuff. Whistling at every sign that says to whistle. There goes the train. The signals are also fully operational here. The points, not so. At least no animations, but they are also operational. Detail in the scenery is pretty good. A bit barren in certain areas, but this game is still in alpha, still being made. So it's I really can't criticize it too harshly, especially seeing as I myself don't really do any development of any kind yet. But no, I like it, and so yeah, you've got your realistic players who will obey every sign, every speed limit, do this when they see that. And then you've got your grinders who will just obey the signals, not to worry too much about the speed limit, which at the moment appears to be, I think I'm semi in the middle, and, ooh, that's loud. So they won't obey the speed limit, and they'll just grind out the cash and the levels in order to buy new wagons and new trains and that sort of stuff. So let's brake a bit. There we go, steady as. Okay, I may have misjudged. Let's apply some heavy braking. There we go. And back to smooth braking and heavy braking. Press T to reverse. Press T again to load cargo. So you can do that. If you just double tap T within like, I don't know, 1 second of each other, you can just reverse and load cargo. Let's get rid of that because that's really not necessary, because we have number keypads. You can press 1 to go all the way to the end of your train. You can press 2 for cinematic cam, which isn't working because we're at a standstill. 3 for your first person. 4 for track, which also has the same thing as 1. Okay, let's go back to 1, and let's see what I can do. If I press 2 here, release the brakes. There you go. And we might hide the GUI for a better picture. But yeah, so you can play how you want in this game. There isn't really any rules or specific sets. If you pass the signal at red, that just gets taken off your total score at the end of the job. And certain locos are locked behind level walls, but once you pass the level, you get a discount price. Some locos are restricted to Roblox only, which is a bit annoying, but it's still starting out, so cut it some slack. Let's go back to that, and there we go. So with each loco has a specific level rank, but you can still buy the loco even before you've reached that level. For example, this is level 10, but if I had the right amount of money, or gulden, as they pronounce it, or say it in Dutch, or the Netherlands, whichever one, you can buy that loco, but you won't get the same amount of XP as you would if you were the level required. So let us just pull into the loop over here. I'm just going to check something because I'm paranoid. There we go, that's better. Yeah. So this may come as like a surprise episode or a surprise upload on a Tuesday, which isn't Minecraft related, because I did do a VR chat episode, a VR chat video, a Thursday ago. That's a thing now. A Thursday ago, where I basically beat up a sandbag. I lost. The sandbag won. The sandbag definitely won, even though I was able to launch it a fair distance. Yeah, I do not have much stamina for fast sprint, or rapidly punching a virtual object. Plus, I also Super Saiyan punched a lot of the objects in my room, so there's that as well. Let's apply brake. I think I've missed the jet point again. Trust in brakes, trust in brakes, trust in the brakes. There we go. And gradual, gentle stop. And press T. Okay. And off we go again towards Helmelo. Not going to worry too much about speed limits because you don't get, you don't get penalties for that. You only get penalties for passing signals of danger and not stopping at a stop or stopping further out of the station than necessary if you're on a passenger duty. There are like 3 classes. There's passenger, freight, and shunting. I believe we saw... Did we see? No, there were no locos. But the Hunslet that I showed was a shunting type loco. And shunting at the moment is just basically pulling a fixed rate between 3 locations around the docks. You don't uncouple, you don't change rigs. It's fine. It's not very good for XP, at least not yet anyway. But everything is subject to change, as mentioned before, because this game is in alpha. Excuse me while I stumble over my words for the 3rd time today. Jeez. I would have thought I'd gotten used to it. But yeah, that's a basic general overview and opinion on this game. To put it into a short conclusion, I enjoy playing this game because it's not... Unlike, for example, SCR, it's not saying you have to drive like this way. If you pass the signal at red, you're dead. You get spatted, which basically means emergency brakes and dead stop. And then you have to wait for the train in front of you to pass the signal, press the AWS and all that. It's really complicated. That's for the more serious players. With this, even though I'm assuming AWS doesn't exist as of yet within this period of time, in game, there's no rules, there's no reason that you have to obey the speed limit, so you're just free to play however you want. It's more fun with steam locos, and diesels are usually grinders. Diesel locos are usually used as grinding because you don't have to do much except firewall the throttle and high horn like that. But yeah, that's just that's also the shortened version. But aside from that, we're just heading to our destination. But yeah, so I've already gone over a few of these topics in a previous attempt to make this video. This is like the 3rd time, because I caught out a thing within OBS where the Google page was still showing behind that's red, but he stopped really awkwardly, so I'm going to ignore it. He's also passed his own signal. Why would you do that? Yeah, so you still have space. I'm just going to judge other drivers because I can. But yeah, diesels are mostly used for grinders, steam for passenger, unless the steam gives more XP than diesel, in which case it's used for whatever. Locos will give more XP the higher up the levels. The wagons will give more money the more the capacity. And yeah, that's basically how to play, I suppose. Very rough. Let's go into this. But yeah, speaking of videos and other stuff like that, strangely enough, someone mentioned live streaming, to do some live streaming of day-to-day working on the Birch Forest Railway, and I kind of want to do that, but I'm not sure how things would go. I'm definitely up for it to give it a try, and if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you want to see, gaming-wise or don't have face cam, so you can't see my ugly mutt. But you know, it would be interesting to do as an experience, if nothing else. And if we get the right reaction, we could probably put that onto a variety of games, not just Minecraft. But yeah. Also, I know that we passed 100 subscribers a while ago, and I really haven't mentioned anything about it. But I can at least say it now. Thank you for subscribing. Even though the channel was dead for like 2 years straight while I figured out what the heck I was doing with my life. And now I'm just making videos in my spare time, or well, I have loads of spare time, whenever I feel like it, at least for now. That's not for me. I'm making videos whenever I feel like it, and just putting out, and you guys are still out there enjoying it, enjoying watching the videos, leaving your nice comments of, you know, constructive criticism or your own personal experiences within the games that I'm playing. So yeah, live streaming would be interesting. Oh, there goes the idle, and we'll get it out. Live streaming would definitely be interesting. Be a bit difficult, as I don't have dual screen, so I don't know how I would be able to get the chat up. I'm thinking of using my phone, but that means that I'll just be looking away from the video the game every so often. But hopefully you guys can put up with that if that's what you want. But yeah, we are arriving at our destination. We'll do the reverse route just to even out the score, at least for me. And then I can probably pass level 11, maybe. Idling a bit. Okay, brakes, trust on the brakes. There we go. Nice and gently. Realism. Yeah, we should be able to get it. What is it, like 17k? So that's 20. That's exactly 17k. We need exactly 17. Well, we don't need exactly 17k, but 17k would push us over the level 10. Would push us from level 10 to level 11. So that's it. That's that. There's that. Words. I can English. Promise. Okay, we got 4 bonuses, so that's always good. 17k XP, 11k gold. Let's reverse our route. Let's press T, just so we load cargo before the animations even finish playing, which is really useful. You're never really prompted to, aside from the red marker here, which if you go past you can't load cargo, you're never really prompted to load cargo once you start to reverse the route. I mean, it's up here, but there's no prompt to say you haven't loaded cargo when you like start to move off or start to get a lot closer to, hang on, let me just do that, when you start to get a lot closer to the red marker. Anyway, we're heading back to the docks, or Dokmuiden. My pronunciation is terrible. Again, I apologize. If you do know how to pronounce it, let me know. It might be convenient, to be honest. We are heading back to the docks. We'll run around there, and then we'll load at the coal area near the docks. And we're away. And there we go. Gates crossing are down. 120 speed limit. With the speed limit signs, you just basically round it up to the power of 10. I think that's right. Basically, if you want to be smart, you can add a 0 to the end of each number. So like 4, if it's a sign which says 4 in it, that's 40, 2, 20, 8, 80, you know, that sort of stuff. And F just means, I think it means Flugel, but I'm pretty sure I've got that wrong. Which just basically means horn or whistle, at least once. Usually at a crossing, or I don't think they do it at entrance to stations, but I've always done it when going down the station throat. And entrances to goods yard. Well, am I hearing Helmelo okay? No, probably not. It's quiet. There are 8 people in the server. They're just elsewhere. Yeah, it does get pretty quiet when you're doing in between routes. That's some more speed. When you're in between routes or just doing one route backwards and forwards, it's really quiet because not many people do passenger services, and those who do are either new players who don't know what pays well, or those who are just role playing because they're bored of grinding. which is always a thing. But yeah, I might shut up for a bit. Fine. To be honest, it's a lot harder to commentate on something like this when you're always looking for the next signal or the next speed limit if you're following them. We've on the Birch Forest Railway, and I know I'm name dropping my own Minecraft world, but on the Birch Forest Railway, it doesn't matter too much so long as I can see where the next station is, or see the station throat and the points, because the brakes are so much sharper. Like if you push the brakes all the way up to the end of the line, at least on this side, your loco will dead stop on the Minecraft Immersive Railroading mod. But on this, you got to be more careful, you got to be a lot more cautious, you got to know where the braking points are, or where's the best place to brake. It wouldn't be a problem if you were following speed limits, but as you can see, we're at max, so there's that. But yeah, if I can probably find something else to talk about in Streamlined. I like the way the map is. The map is huge, by the way. You have this, and we're only going from here to here. But there's all of this, and it all loops round in a big loop. The only proper terminus is sand, where we were. And there are no other terminuses on the line. They're all through platforms of some description. But the map is really well detailed, really huge. What is this? Oh, that's this marker. Okay, that's useful. Yeah, markers appear on the map, and you know, that sort of stuff. I also like how they redesigned the whole ROBLOX list, so you can just hold tab and this happens. Anyway, we are fast approaching our location currently. Nice windmills. The stereotypical stuff you may see in the Netherlands or Holland or both. I'm unfamiliar with continental stock and running in general, so forgive me if I'm making any errors or mistakes that would usually be fatal on the railways. I'm trying to apply British railway knowledge to a Dutch or Netherlands railway. Where's the plural for Netherlands? Netherlands, like an S. That doesn't seem right. Netherlandic. No, that's. Well, that's going to perplex me for a few weeks or months. Nah, that'll perplex me for a few days, probably. Just thinking of what's the plural for Netherland. So quiet. Previous attempts there's always been something moving, but it's quiet. I always saw 2000, I think, or just this 2000 leave the box. This could be problematic. Brakes. Brakes. And reverse. Perfection. And we're away. I'm not sure what this loco reminds me of. It's definitely more of the... It looks more... it's a switcher of some description, so it's supposed to be like a shunter if it was American stock, but with the cab being, you know, offset and mounted above the engine. At least that's what it looks like, because I'm assuming this would be the engine. Assuming, and the cab mounting. It would be easy. I know it's Dutch. I know it's from the railway. It's probably not a Dutch-based design or a Netherlands-based design. I'm about to have a tongue twister. That's not good. That's really not good. Passing the signals that actually work. It's really cool. there are sections where the rails go right down the middle of a street, especially at Zahn. There's a docks over there where the rail goes right down the road, and there's like a 10 kilometers per hour speed limit. But yeah, I mean, there's that, I suppose. Alright, what are we doing? We are not doing much. Let's see what we're doing. We are slowing down. We are attempting to slow down before we go off the end of the docks, which would not be good for the company or money. Okay, and stop, and stop, and stop. Okay, that was a tad aggressive. There we go. We can unload cargo, and we are now at level 11 with 195,951 gilded. Got it. Alright. I hope that if you're still with me that I haven't been boring you to death with unnecessary rambling and stuff like that. Let's just wait to see what we got. Full bonuses again. Gonna waste 18 signals instead of 20. 17k, 11k. Reverse the route. We're not going anywhere, by the way. I just wanna do it so it's like this. There we go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, whatever it may be, or have turned out to be. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you do want to see this content on a more regular basis, or not just this content and other content that I may upload, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and yeah, I will see you guys around, maybe in a live stream, who knows. We'll see what happens. See ya.